What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Our good friend Pat the NES Punk can't seem to get me off of his mind. I am stuck in his head like a disease eating away at his brain cells. Whatever seems to be left up there. This guy is on a rampage tour from hell, and he won't stop until people give him attention, which is what he craves. Which is what I'm doing. There you go, Pat. Here's the attention you ordered. So I do find it interesting that this guy, who initially looked at me like this little bug that he wouldn't even acknowledge, a piddly-dunk no-name YouTuber with not enough subscribers to even talk about, he wouldn't even mention my channel name. Now this guy has gone so far as to, every time he wants to talk about me, gives his entire audience my full name that I don't broadcast. I don't put it out there. But if you want to find it, you can find my name. It is weird, though, because it's kind of like an unwritten rule with YouTubers that you reference people by the name that they go by. Pat the NES Punk goes by Pat the NES Punk. He also goes by Pat Contry. That's on his podcast. I don't go by my full name. But whatever, it's a low blow. It's what he does. He sends his audience after me any way he can. It's fascinating. Like he thinks he's gonna get at me with that. It's not. I just want to let you know. I notice it, Pat. It's not like something that's going over my head, even though you and I both know what you're doing here. Anyways, back to the point of this video. What is the point? Hell if I know. All I know is this guy keeps attacking me, talking about me, making up lies about me, and spewing these crazy things that I'm such a horrible person, and has to send his audience over to my channel and tell me that I'm so bad. Why exactly am I so bad, Pat? Because I invested in the Intellivision Amico, a product that I was excited about and was hopeful for before being, I guess you could say, defrauded at this point by Mr. Tommy Tellerico. Okay. Joke's on me. I was wrong. You were right about that one thing. This guy has taken a molehill and turned it into the biggest mountain in the world. Like, okay, this is your victory lap. You were right about the Amico not coming out. Congrats. Now we got all this extracurricular activity for some reason on his channel. His CU podcast is ending. His audience is dwindling. His subscriber count has been stagnant for years, ever since his collaborations with James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. Which, by the way, fascinating that he brings that up and tries to act like that's not what got him any attention in the first place. I will say, I like most people, heard about Pat via Cinemassacre. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, that's how people find out about people on YouTube. It's through other channels. Hell, people are finding about me, Pat, from watching you. Like, think about how it works. You gotta know this, right? Like, you can't be that dense. You're on this entire, like, scorched earth tour that you don't even notice what you're doing is actually bringing me attention. I'm literally not even putting videos out there, and I'm getting subscribers left and right. So thank you. I guess that's what this video is. It's a thank you, Pat. Thank you for acknowledging me. Thank you for giving my criticisms of you credence, because that's what it is. When you have to talk about stuff, when you have to address it, it's because you know there's a little bit of truth there. And in my case, there's a lot of truth there. And you know it, and you're trying so hard to defend it. And it just, people who know better see right through it. And it's entertaining. I'll give you that. But trying to play it off like James Rolfe didn't make your career is hysterical. Like, I heard you say that. Someone shared that link with me because, God, I can't even make it through your podcast anymore. It used to be, you know what, somewhat manageable, but now you're just thrown on, angry, mad, no point, completely conflicting, contradicting, hypocritical of yourself. You can't even see it. I used to watch it for that, and now it's gone so over the top, I can't even get over that. It's gotten to this level of, you are so, I'm gonna go there, narcissistic, that it reminds me of Tommy Tellerico. Like, Pat, you are Tommy. Tommy is you. If anything, I would say Tommy's better than you because he's nicer. Like, you're a straight up asshole. I guess, here's the thing though. The nicer thing gets people in trouble. So maybe I should thank you again for being an asshole so that we know you're narcissistic. I'm learning a lot from this situation. I think a lot of people are. But I think the funniest thing about all of this is that the person you can't stand the most is the exact same personality type that you are. You are a narcissist. You are a hypocrite. You can't see the forest for the trees for who you are as a human being. And I find that absolutely hysterical. You know, what I do when I make my videos, I do a lot of self-reflection. I think about myself and how I portray myself to my audience, and I try to take in my mistakes and be real, be a human about it. You know, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said this, or maybe I went too far there with that, and let me pull a mea culpa and, you know, apologize. I shouldn't have done that, but stand my ground where I firmly believe I should stand my ground. Ian, with his medical thing, you know, I don't know what went into that. I made a video talking about his medical stuff, and all I did was question it, and holy crap, was that open season for you, for daring to question Ian, a guy that some people say is an employee of yours, and maybe you should have been paying his medical bills instead of pushing a what do you call it, a GoFundMe for him. But that's neither here nor there. The funniest part about all of this, though, is you can't see who you are and what you stand for, and how whatever it is you built over the past decade and a half or however long you've been doing this is completely crumbling right now. And maybe you can see it and you don't care, but everybody I've talked to, everybody, short of the gaming historian and Ian, and maybe there's a couple people that I'm not familiar with out there that just will stand by your side. Maybe James Rolfe, I don't know. The way he's kind of distanced himself from you recently makes me think otherwise, but I don't know. Maybe, again, maybe you know better than me. All I'm saying is, from what I know, on the outside looking in, nobody in the retro gaming community respects you at all. If anything, they're afraid of you, and they don't want to speak out. They don't want to cause a rift because they don't want you causing a kerfluffle at a convention and hurting their careers, because that's what you do. You go out to ruin other people and prop yourself up, and it's so messed up. You should be ashamed of yourselves, but that's who you are. You're a narcissist. You have no idea. You can't see yourself for what you are, and if you can, you're so caught up in being better than other people that it's gross. It's gross. I don't know. That's my rant for this situation. But dude, like, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. If you don't, okay, great. I literally don't care. I've reached out to you multiple times. I've tried to get in contact with you. You've blocked me everywhere and then try to say that I know how to get in touch with you if I really want to. Dude, if you're blocking people, it means you don't want to talk to them. So don't use the excuse of, hey, you know, I might have blocked him here, there, and everywhere else, but if he really wants to get in touch with me, he knows how to find me. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? How completely inept you are as a human being if you think that's logical? You have completely lost your mind. Your IQ level is below zero. It's freezing. And I don't know, maybe that's what's making San Diego so cold this year, is you. And I haven't even talked about the t-shirt thing. The t-shirt, dude, are you serious? I don't know if that was like a long-winded joke that you thought was gonna really hit and knock it out of the park, but that was like a flat deadpan. Everyone laughed at you. That was not funny at me. That was funny that you proved to everyone else that I own you. Like, I literally own you, and you making a shirt of my face calling you out proves that. That was hysterical. That made my day. And again, dude, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for providing me so much entertainment when I'm not even doing anything on this platform. You are the one that is keeping me engaged. And for that, thank you, Pat. I appreciate you. Anyways, where was I? I don't remember. I was just ranting so bad I don't remember where I was. Yeah, no one likes you. No one likes you. And maybe you're okay with that and you don't care. Maybe that's who you are now and you're scorched earth because your personal life is falling apart. I don't know. I don't want to make any inferences like you do with me and seemingly everyone else right now, because it's okay for you to do it, but when other people do it, oh no, then it's open season for them. But that's Pat the NES Punk, the guy that can't stop talking about me, the guy that can't keep my name out of his mouth every chance he gets. Why? Because he knows I'm right.